Okay,
There we go. There we go.
So when we start it up, we're going to get a certain reading in vacuum. It's going to be somewhere around here. What we want to do is slowly turn these two screws to try to get the very highest vacuum we can possibly get. And that's going to be the best scenario. And what we're looking for is on this to get the very highest reading we can. So we go in until it stumbles. Right there, I just heard it stumble down. So we go back out. We're going to bring this one in until it stumbles. Right there, and we'll go back out. Now I'm going to just slowly try to touch these to see if I can get a high vacuum reading. Did you hear the RPM come up right there? That's what you want. Same thing. I think that's going to be the best. So now we got a stable 15. That's about 1.5 inches higher than we had it. It's going to run a whole lot happier there. Did you hear the RPM drop? I went too far closed. RPM comes up. Right there. Okay, you can kill it, Wayne.
So how much did we get on it, Dad?
2 inches of vacuum. So that's what you're looking for, is the best vacuum you can possibly get. Now this has a lumpy cam in it. Mr. Wayne told us it had a pretty aggressive cam, and it does. So you're going to have a bouncing vacuum, but you can hear it in the RPMs. So now it's going to idle a whole lot nicer, and Wayne, you should have a much better throttle response. Good. Now we're going to check your springs, make sure your springs are jumping the way that they're supposed to.
Do you want one of us to do it?
Yeah, in a sec. You're going to see it. Okay, so when Mr. Wayne starts the car, you'll see these two drop down real quick into the jets. Let me do this. Hold on one second, Wayne. There we go. All right, now the minute you touch the throttle, those should jump. See how they're not? Okay, kill it.
That means the springs are worn out, right?
That means those springs are wore out. We're going to
I'll
need
get the
new springs. Vacuum reading, which was 15, and you cut it in half, and that's what tells you what spring you need. So it was what, 15?
16.
So 17 and a half actually would give me, I'm sorry, 7.5 would give me pink springs. We're going to go with silvers. So all you got to do is really, the only thing you have to be concerned about is dropping one of those springs down into the carburetor.
Because then you have to take the...
Then you got to take the whole top of the carburetor off. Hopefully you don't open any of the butterflies.
That will be rough.
Yeah, it stinks when that happens. There we go. You're hot.
Are those orange?
No, those are yeah, I'm sorry, yes, they are orange, Graham, but I think they're kind of tired, which happens.
They lost their color.
Yeah, it happens. All right. All right, go ahead and try it. See if we get it to start. It's a little bit tired.
Everyone back up.
Good. So now they pull down, so the minute you touch it, see how they're jumping up? Kara, do you see that? Right here. Those are gonna pop right up. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. Good. Linkage right. So that's the accelerator pump. If you go closer to the carburetor, it gives it more gas.
Gotcha.
Do that. If you feel like your problem got worse, then go to the one that's farthest away. There's 3 total holes. But start with like when you made that change and you put the accelerator pump on more fuel.
Right.
If you feel like your problem got worse, then go the other way to the hole that's farthest away from the carburetor, and that'll give the smallest amount of squirt. You always want to go rich. not lean
Right.
to start.
Right.
Because if you go too lean, you can eventually, well, you can hurt your motor.
Destroy the plugs and-
Yeah, exactly, hurt the motor. But I think you're pretty well tuned right now for what we can do.
Right now,
So we're
if it
gonna-
bogs a little bit, go to the top.
Yep,
If it still does it, then go to the bottom.
that's exactly it.
Want to take it for a test drive?
Well, Mr. Wayne, I think Mr. Wayne said the brakes were hanging up a little bit, so let's. I know, they love it. My neighbor's a big jerk, especially the one to the right.
There we go. There we go. Good day in luck.
Yeah.